Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm playing with this brand new deck, and yes, I'm in classic 1v1. That's because I can't access my arenas for some reason. I cannot play arenas. Doesn't matter what I do, it's just not something I can do right now for whatever reason. So until I figure out what's going on, I kind of want to switch things up a little bit from playing ladder. Been playing ladder a lot, been having a lot of success there, and I just want to change things up a little bit. I'm going to go with the Goblinstein here. And I don't think the Berserker is going to be that much of a problem. I know it's going to get to tower and deal a decent amount of damage. Attacks really fast, obviously, but as you can see, nothing too dangerous there. So he gets that Firecracker. He times it well. So that's how you want to time it with the Furnace, is exactly what our opponent did right there. So I'm going to take a Fire Spear to the face, totally fine, just because he already has some damage on the other side. So I wasn't too worried about that. Our recruit's not really going to make it to the tower, so I'm not going to, do anything crazy here. So he's got the Golem, and this is one of those situations where we might need to be a little creative. So obviously, nothing that we're rocking has high DPS. We don't have Mini P.E.K.K.A, we don't have Prince, we don't have anything of that sort, so got to get a little creative here. Evil Goblin Cage is going to be a great answer, obviously, so I'm going to poison this for now. Firecracker should splash onto that Spirit Empress at least a little bit. If we get that out of him, we get the lightning out of him, that's pretty good. And then obviously he's going to switch targeting to the Spirit Empress, so that's going to work out well as well. So we just need our recruits to kind of do its thing, and the next round of defense should be a lot cleaner. I'm going to go for the Skeleton Barrel in front. We get some damage on that left side, which is totally fine. Fire Spear is going to jump at the wrong time, and it's going to force out a Barb Barrel. So that's going to work out in our favor. I'm going to go for the Goblinstein here, because Goblinstein is going to do a great job cleaning up that Furnace, especially since he gave up his Lightning. And we're going to do this here. And we're just going to pop the ability. That's going to make sense. He's going to go for the light. Oh, wait, he lightning that. That's a little unfortunate. I'm going to poison here. This should be able to kind of clean that up. We might lose tower, so we're going to have to get ready for a push here. I'm going to go for the recruits, and maybe we can mount one massive push here towards the end. So we'll see what we can do. He's kind of geared up on that left side, so let's go Ram Rider. I don't think he's got a really great building, or a building for that matter, on defense. He's just got lightning, so we should be able to get a lot of damage here. He doesn't have anything for the skeletons. That is absolutely wild stuff, so I'm going to keep things rolling. Going to go Goblinstein. We never really had a chance to go on offense there, so I guess that was kind of like our first time at it. This should be pretty good. I'm going to poison this here, and I'm going to go for the recruits. Hopefully take out that Barb Barrel. We don't get that to happen, so we're going to be in a little bit of a situation here. Obviously the Skeleton Barrel is also a great option on defense, if you didn't know. So I'm going to go like this here. That should be able to kind of help clean that up. Ram Rider as well should be able to get one hit on that Spirit Empress, if not the Firecracker will. And Ram Rider is going to break on through for a really solid shot. Really nice there. Firecracker might even get a shot off, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Let's go for the recruits. And I'm going to go for Goblinstein on his Furnace. Should be pretty good here. I'm going to pop this ability. That should be able to damage down the Barb Barrel. And I'm going to go for the Skeleton Barrel here. So that should be pretty good defense. We're going to poison this down, and we're going to get the Spirit Empress in that, which is really nice. So obviously, because he has a heavier deck, he can't play things as he would probably like to. I'm going to go for the Cage. Then I'm going to go for the Firecracker up high. Clean that up, and we're going to go for the ability here. And as you can see, we're really just like locking down a bit. I'm going to go Skeleton Barrel here. I'm going to go for the recruits, because we need to distract that Berserker, and we are on top of tower, and that right there is gonna wrap things up. Good game, well played, really solid comeback. Let's get on to all right, next match here, keeping things rolling. That was a really solid comeback. Let's start out with the Skeleton Barrel. I'm not worried about King Tower activations. If they've got Tornado and they place it right, all that stuff, not gonna be a problem for us. I think he's going with the Roll Hogs deck, so if that's gonna be the case, yeah, there's the Roll Hogs. He plays it right away. I'm going to go for the recruits here. Probably could have gone with like the ability, and that probably would have sufficed. But I'm going to pop this ability here. That should damage down the flying machine, and we're going to have a pretty solid counter push. So I think he's going to pop it, which makes sense. I'm going to go Ram Rider though, and that should help damage down the Golden Knight. And he's got these zappies. We might be able to still reach the tower, which is pretty good. So Golden Knight, I don't think I have to worry about anymore. Should be able to take that out before it does anything. Let's go delivery here. So he defended that pretty well. We didn't, in double elixir, that push would have been a lot more lethal because we would have gone with our Ram Rider a lot quicker, being able to pressure him a little bit more. So he's going to take some damage here and then go for the Barb Barrel. So we get two stabs from the recruits, so that's pretty good. And Goblin Cage, not as useful in this matchup. Obviously would love something like the Bomb Tower, but for this specific deck, the Goblin Cage overall is still really, really solid. If you want to go for Bomb Tower, definitely feel free. But I'm just going to get the recruits going here on our side of the map. Then obviously I want to take out the Flying Machine first. That's going to be priority, but he's going to Fireball that to keep it alive. Makes sense. I think our Brawler's going to force something out. Yeah, it does, so that's nice. Flying Machine's still going to turn around a bit, and let's go Goblinstein. This is going to be great here. We're going to probably wait a sec before we pop the ability. It's definitely going to make it to the tower. Okay, it doesn't make it to the tower, but that's fine. Should be good here. I'm going to go delivery, and I'm going to go for the cage. So this should be okay. I mean, I know everything kind of just pops, but we should have a pretty decent split lane pressure here. I would obviously have loved to have the Brawler in the back, but our evil Brawler is going to get brought in by his Brawler. Obviously, I know he's got his recruits. So this is going to be a really interesting one here. We're going to go Goblinstein, and we actually get to the tower for a decent amount of damage, actually. Let's go delivery here. I think his recruit's going to get a dash. Doesn't get a hit, which is nice. I'm going to pop the ability here. Should be able to damage that down. And we need to play a little bit patient here because he can definitely out damage us if I overcommit, even for, even once. So let's go for the recruits here. I'm going to go Firecracker in the back. Typically not something I feel like I should do because he's got that Fireball for our Firecracker. But we should be able to clean that up now. And we're going to go with the Skeleton Barrel this time. And we can just start slow rolling Goblinstein in the back. He does get that King Tower activation, but like I said, I'm not too worried. Poison actually does a pretty decent job in terms of damaging things down, amongst other things. I'm going to go recruits here. And we have the delivery for this entire left side, which is going to give us so much value. Look at that, cleaning that up. Hopefully we get the Firecracker to shoot the Fly Machine first. It doesn't happen, but I'm going to go Ram Rider here. Kind of clean up that Fly Machine, hopefully. Yeah, we get that hit, so that's probably good enough for me right now. We're damaging him down without taking too much ourselves. So let's do this. I'm going to go for the cage. And then we can go for something like the delivery to clean up the zappies, which are obviously going to be a problem. And then we should be able to go for Firecracker afterwards. So yeah, he's damaging us down, but we should be okay here. I'm going to go with the Skeleton Barrel. And I'm going to pop this ability because that's going to do real great against the recruits. This is a lot of Fireball value, but we have a lot of stuff in his face. And he had to drop his Fireball right there, which has to suck for him. And then we should be able to clean up the cage, and then we send this in, and that should be really nice because that's going to get straight onto tower, and we're keeping the pressure up on him. And look at the skeletons just going to town there. Really, really nice stuff. I'm going to just go ahead and poison this. I'm going to go for the cage. I'm going to go for delivery afterwards. That should be to clean all that stuff up. Look at that amazing, amazing defense. So that right there is one of those games where you just play the full 5 minutes and you're going to come out of it on top because you have basically 3 win conditions. You have the Goblinstein, you have the Skeleton Barrel, and of course you have the Ram Rider. And those are just some absolutely lethal combos as a 1-2-3 combo. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. So our opponent's got the Dagger Duchess, which is going to be interesting on how they're going to choose how they're going to defend the Skeleton Barrel. Wizard obviously is just a great option. all the time. Let's go for Goblinstein here and see what else he does if he drops something in front. Okay, so he's just gonna let this go. I'm gonna go Firecracker because I don't think he's gonna have Balloon in this. It would be wild. But we're able to clean that up, so that's nice. I wanted to go kind of aggressive. I'm gonna go a little aggressive here because he did drop his clone, and Firecracker will take forever to shoot, so that's great. But that's one of those things about rocking something like this is if you can get something to take up all of the Dagger Duchess daggers, you're going to be in a really good spot afterwards. So I'm going to go for something like the cage here. Look at that left side. That left side got absolutely obliterated, and Recruits just makes things really easy and simple for you to play and defend. So he's going to get a couple skeletons on the tower, actually. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that, but I will take that trade at the end of the day. One of those things about bringing your opponent's win condition toward the center, the other tower is going to engage it. So it's just something to keep in mind there. I'm going to opt to keep that tower alive. Could definitely poison it if he gives us some value, but for now, I'm just going to hang out. And I'm just going to go Firecracker here. So Firecracker's going to do a great job cleaning up those guards and also splashing onto his tower. So we're going to go with the Goblinstein here. And that should be pretty good. Obviously, I'm going to go for the cage. That should be able to yoink that right in. And he's going to miss his lightning on the cage. That has to suck. It's happened to me so many times. And it really, really's got to suck. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hang out. I'm going to go Recruits here and just slow roll it in the back. We're in the driver's seat, so obviously not something that, you know, you want to be losing. So I'm going to go for Skeleton Barrel way in the back here. I'm going to poison this. I don't know why he's just cloning randomly, but he's got to have something else with this, I feel like. Could be wrong, but this should be pretty good. Firecracker's going to take that out. Right side is going to go down. We have some Recruits here on defense. We can take that left side tower out too if we need to. I'm going to go Goblinstein. This should be pretty good in terms of cleaning up you know, all the different clones and stuff like that. So yeah, look at that, just kind of cleaning things up. And we're gonna just poison this left side and work towards getting that second tower with a few seconds left. Not much you can do. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here, keeping things rolling, and we can just start out with a Skeleton Barrel. Really solid option. Again, not too worried about giving up a King Tower activation. It's not one of those situations where I'd be worried. And he mistimed his furnace to where the Fire Spirit that spawns doesn't clean up the skeletons. So that's definitely not the move, but there's a perfect timing for that where you can at least maximize things. So let's go for the Recruits here as he goes for the cage. He's got the cage and he's got the Furnace plus Inferno Dragon. So this could be a really interesting matchup here. He's got Recruits as well, so I gotta chill out. I was gonna go for Ram Rider, but I really don't want to be sending Ram Rider in like that all by itself. So I'm gonna get Goblinstein going here because that's gonna be able to at least stun the Inferno Dragon. Let's do this. I'm gonna go for the cage, and this should be pretty good. Obviously, I wanted that. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for it in the middle, but I did. I'm gonna pop this ability here now that we have the elixir. Clean up the Recruits. Plus, we'll have a little bit of a counter push if we want to go that side, but I'm gonna opt for the Skeleton Barrel over here. So this is yet going to be another time where, you know, he's going to have to drop something else like the Goblin Gang to be able to defend that. So I'm going to take the damage here. I'm going to go Poison a little bit late because, I mean, yeah, it's going to spawn, but I'm hoping it doesn't come back and bite me too much. I'm going to go Firecracker here. Oh, it doesn't actually make it all the way through, which is nice. He might get King Tower activation, but that's one of those things why, you know, I'm totally fine going for, you know, Skeleton Barrel. If I could fit a E-Spirit here, I totally wouldn't be against it either. So this is going to be a real interesting defense here. I'm going to go with the cage. I'm going to go delivery after the fact. That should be good here. And we're going to clean that up. And as you can see with how I dropped my delivery, I also hit the Ram Rider afterwards. So that was really nice. Let's go Firecracker here though. So that's going to be pretty solid defense. Not perfect for him, but will work, I guess. So we got to get a set of recruits down. So we're going to be able to block that right in time. I'm going to get the cage for that Ram Rider. So if you're able to block it like that, that's going to be the best timing, because you're able to, you know, it has to go around your cage just to get to your tower. So I'm going to go for Firecracker right here. I'm going to continue to poison this. I want to damage down that Brawler as much as possible. So we should be able to clean that up, I think. So we're going to go Ram Rider here. He's going to go Recruits in the back, which is going to be a mistake because he doesn't really have anything else besides Fireball, but that's not going to do it. That's going to give us a shot straight on the tower. We have Evil Cage, so if we need to do that, we definitely can. I'm going to go Delivery here. I'm going to go for the Evil Goblin Cage right here in the middle. He's going to have to Fireball that, or if he doesn't have enough Elixir, that is going to be a very, very dead push. So I'm going to go for Poison here. He's giving us that value, and I'm going to take it every time. So if you're not rocking something like Lightning, I highly suggest opting for like Poison or something, because you know for a fact that will at least be able to clean up your opposing furnaces. So we're going to be pretty good here. I'm going to go for the Goblinstein. Totally fine if, you know, if he drops something. We're going to go for the Cage. And we're going to be able to defend that for the most part, I think. So Ram Rider is going to break on through and get some damage. Wasn't really expecting that, but he kind of went all in just to make it happen. And that right side tower is going down. Good game, well played. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you know me, I do love Ram Rider, and of course I love playing with the recruits, and I'm changing things up with the Skeleton Barrel and the Firecracker and the Goblinstein. So let me know what you think about this deck down in the comment section below. Maybe I'll push up a little bit in ladder with this, you know, in future videos. And of course, maybe if I can get my arena, be able to access arenas again, then I would definitely be pushing up a lot more in that with this deck. Really, really solid stuff. Again, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.